Happy beautiful afternoon everyone, it's Colin from GIY Guy. So if you have ever tried to grow carrots and then you go to harvest and they look like these Frankenstein kind of jacked up looking orange monsters, this video is for you. So I've been out here probably the last hour or so just planting random things, and I was about to start planting carrots and I thought this is a really cool trick I learned last year that I thought I'd share with you guys. And so this will make sure that you get perfect carrots every time and you won't get Frankenstein monsters. So you get the Frankenstein monsters when your carrot taproot tries to go straight down, but then it hits like rocks or really hard soil and kind of has to go around it. So this method that I'm going to show you makes it so that your taproot has some easy ground to go straight down. It doesn't have to take a bunch of weird turns and you get perfect carrots every time. So all you're going to need to use this trick is some sort of long skinny rod or post that you can push into the ground. So if you've ever heard of a carrot fork, this is basically a poor man's carrot fork that I'm trying to show you today. So all we're trying to do is give the carrot like a guide hole for when it grows. And so my soil right here is pretty rocky and has some clay in it. And so I'm gonna push this stick into the ground, create a guide hole, and then I'm gonna backfill it with some really soft topsoil dirt. We don't need a lot of carrots, so this year I'm just gonna plant one row of them, but I'll just show you how this is done. So I just made a trench where my line is gonna be, my row of carrots. And so I've already done one hole here, and all I do is take this rod and push it down about 6 inches or so. So I went about that deep into the dirt. And you're just gonna do that as many times as you want. Probably best to go every 3 or 4 inches. So we'll do another one. And you kind of just gotta hope that you don't hit a rock if you're using something like I am, where it doesn't have a point. A carrot fork or some sort of sharp object will work a lot better sometimes. It gets kind of hard about a little farther than 8 inches down, so I can't go much farther. But you're probably not going to be growing foot-long carrots anyways, so it won't be a problem. There we go. It took about 2 minutes, and we have 8 perfect carrot holes that are about 8 inches deep. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and just backfill these holes with some topsoil. This is just black cow topsoil that I got for $2 a bag. So I'm going to backfill these holes with that so we have nice soft dirt, and then I'm going to go ahead and plant the seeds. So since my holes aren't very big, I'm going to have to kind of push this topsoil dirt back in there. This is probably a little bit of a tedious method. It'd be nice if I had like an actual carrot fork. They're probably a couple inches in diameter, and they'll backfill with dirt a little easier than this is. I don't know if this is the best way to do this. I'm just going to do it for this season and see how it works. Oh, look at that beast. Alright, time to plant. So these are just Fairy Morse carrots, long imperator. You can see right there. So I don't have any special variety that I plant. I just kind of pick a carrot. So now what I'm going to do is just make sure I have each hole filled to the top, and then it's going to settle a little bit. So I want to make sure that I don't push it in too far. So let's take a little bunch of seeds. I'm just going to sprinkle them on top. I'm probably going to sprinkle, 5 or 7 of them just to be safe. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to go ahead and write carrot on this little stick and mark it so I know where I planted them. So it's probably not the most efficient way of planting carrots. You can by all means just plant them and let them grow. If you have soft dirt, then it's not going to be a problem. You'll probably get really good carrots. But in my case, I'm planting in a little bit of clay dirt, and so I wanted to test out this method and see how it works. So with that, keep growing it yourself and enjoy the nice weather.